On the consent item D1 in reference to the Central Florida the foundation, the legal trust account. Most of the money is usually allocated to the Paramore community, the Paramore Kids Zone. The amount is $575,000. I'm all for helping people, helping the community. I just have a problem when it's going to the Paramore Kids Zone when there's some red flags. I am currently representing several organizations, but the Paramore Holden Heights Community Council is requesting that some type of way we do a forensic audit and what is going on with the Paramore Kids Zone. There is some things that some of us have been noticing over the years, and it makes me go, especially with this type of money, especially when some of us are coming up here requesting a health disparity study for the same community. But there's no funding for that until 2020. So, rental assistance, I believe in helping anybody that needs help. But paying rent for people in the Paramore community because their kids are participating in the program, I find that a little biased. But especially when you do a little research and you find out that rent is being paid at an address of 120 Garden Street, zip 32805. Why? We still can't figure it out because there's no kids that attend the Paramore Kids Zone program, so the rent shouldn't have never got paid. Whatever the reason was, if it was a mistake, let's get it fixed. We're very concerned about quality assurance. Is 2 + 2 5 in the eyes of the Paramore Kids Zone staff? Or is 2 + 2 4 like most of us think it is? So we're very concerned that there's something happening here. And we are going to continue to dig and get our research, but we've uncovered enough so far to know that I'm asking the council at this point to ask for some type of audit to see if this money is being properly spent in the community it's supposed to serve. Because that's a lot of money over these years. And I believe in helping the community. I'm all for helping in the community. But I am not going to stand here and say it's being spent properly. Clearly, you could just do some research and you can uncover something is wrong here. So in the eyes of helping the community of Paramore, who has been exploited for the demographics year after year after year, let's make sure the money that we're allocating is actually being applied in servicing the people that reside in the Paramore community, especially the children. And if we're all about social equity, then this is not something that should fall on deaf ears. Because that means you're holding everybody accountable because we come to you and say, you finna allocate $575,000. Did you just check to see if it's being spent properly? Is there favoritism? Is people altering? So if you do a forensic audit or you do a quality assurance to check to make sure what we're saying is actually happening, then it won't be here. But evidently, some of us must have enough information to question that behavior. And one thing I can say, I've been taught over and over again, do your research, LaWanna, before you come up before the city council. Done my research. We need a forensic audit, we need answers, and we need the correct answers. And we do not want the community to be exploited continuously by staff of the city. No more. Just get a forensic audit, do a quality assurance that makes sure that the money that you're earmarking for this community is serving that community and not just a specific special group or people who do not reside in that community. That's not fair to the rest of the taxpayers and the rest of the people in the city of Orlando. Thank you, Mayor Dyer.
Thank you for your testimony.